Ooh, we are here.
Yeah, can you hear us clearly? Just please write in the comments if you can hear us very clearly. Thank you. Let me put off the jazz. All right.
Oba has his own concern about the audio. Like he just did not like the audio of how that glitch happened in the last, what did I say, last session. In the last
last session.
Are you tensed? Don't be tensed. Hey, Mom. Okay, so get it right on into it.
Yeah, so if you can hear us, just let us know.
If you can hear us, let us know. You have to unmute yourself. Hey, wow, Esther Shilari here, and
Larry here.
Come on. So today we're talking about culture shock. We are getting right into it because you guys deserve the best, now. And I'm going to start off with getting married and having to go to my husband's church. Look away, please. Look away. So, no. That's not even the beginning. I don't know about you, if you're single here and when you were just of course you're probably still just going for a life partner. You are hoping and praying that you would find somebody in your church that you can get married to.
How many of them are hoping and praying? Some of them want to go outside.
I loved my church and I really wanted to stay in my church. Sherry and Yoko, okay, I will not mention the name of my former church, but all of you, it paid me because at the point I was not looking at myself that as fine as I am, they did not see me. They did not see if I get it. What is going on? Why is nobody looking at me in that direction? Long story short, that prayer wasn't answered, that way.
Yeah, he came along.
And he came along, and I'm like, go, I beg you, leave church for honor of church. Let us get married.
Let us pause to hear you.
I'm sorry, Pastor, I love you. I love you. And then I got married. Now, before I got married, I used to visit his church. Please, can people hear us, Sha? Because nobody's saying anything. No, do let us know.
I think they can.
They can, yeah. Okay.
They should be able to.
So, before we got married, I used to go to his church once in a while. Like, we have a special program, and I'll just go. And I'm like, okay, it's something like our church. Okay, not bad.
Until you came fully.
I got married like this. It was a shocker for me, sincerely, because it was so different. And I think that do you want to say something?
No, finish. Say what yours.
It looks as if one of the major reasons why it was a shocker for me was because when I was coming, I used to look at the crowd, as in the people.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the workforce. I just looked at, everybody, okay, it's very similar to my church. We wear trousers, they wear trousers here too. They don't cover their hair. Some of them don't cover their hair. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be a worker
the
too.
Dynamics of being involved.
Like, I didn't think of that. I was just thinking that, we are very similar. They also use makeup here. And I'm like, yeah, this is exactly like my church now. We are all in the same denomination.
You are looking at the surface.
I was looking at the surface. I didn't know.
Then you entered inside.
I now got married. Bro, do you know that for the first 1 year, I don't know the address of our church? No, I'm not mentioning it.
It's not just, does pastor know this?
I said it was there. I know the address of the church. I don't know in the old law. At least I know it now.
So even after 1 year, you are not integrated.
See, it took me a long time. It took me a very, very long time because I got in and then I realized that what was expected of the workforce was different from what was expected of normal members. And also I was altar minister. Yeah.
And I was very engaged.
See, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, continue.
I was very engaged. So there was an underlying expectation.
Bro, that expectation.
Right?
You set me up. You set me up.
Okay, so I am very active. I'm always everywhere. I'm serving the pastor of the church. So there was that subtle expectation, like, if I'm marrying somebody, then automatically she would be also, very active. And not just that, but kind of be close to my pastor's wife. there was that subtle
It
expectation.
was not even subtle. Don't mind him.
It was subtle.
It's not subtle.
Nobody said it in your face now, so that it was subtle.
Who didn't say it? Okay.
Nah.
But it wasn't subtle. even though upon sale, it was
Yeah.
also, like it wasn't funny. I felt like people were looking at me and they were trying to put me on a scale. Like Oba was up there. So I was
Like
coming
you had to
in
match up.
and I had to match up that energy. But trust Jagaba. Sorry, I'm not so
Your indevout
I don't
nature
agree.
did not allow you.
I no agree. I no agree. Wetin concern me? Na him wan work for God now. Me, I will work for God at my pace. I will serve God at my pace. But I think that was the real struggle for me. I mean, it makes me think of people that are men that are actually pastors.
Yeah.
You know, you now, young was just altar minister. You were not the pastor.
Yeah, I wasn't
You're
the
not the
pastor.
shepherd of the
I
church.
wasn't.
So now imagine the pastor of the church.
Mhm.
Yeah. Imagine him getting married. How the wife go cope?
She don't tell me pastor Mrs.
Like you just enter the role. They will not be doing as if there was no women's leader. As if there was no female person doing what a pastor's wife should do.
Though, many people integrate. I think personality also adds to it. Your personality. Yeah,
I think I don't do well with transitions.
there's that.
I don't do well with
There's
transitions.
that.
At least now that I have 2 children, I've come to establish that transitions don't. It takes me
Some
a
people
while.
easily adapt.
Some people easily
Especially if
adapt.
where they're coming from is close to where they are going
But this
to.
one look close, baby.
Yeah, but it wasn't close in reality.
It didn't close in any way.
It wasn't
The
close.
gap is like this. But there was something he did. No. See, marry a kind man.
Oh.
Marry a kind man. I'm serious. Because I remember that, number one, my husband did not understand what was happening to me.
Yeah, I thought I did. I kind of did. I'll give myself credit for it. Like, I kind of
Are you sure? Did you?
understand. I understood. Like, what do you mean?
Okay,
I'm giving myself credit. Let me give myself the credit.
Okay, but really, I'm not sure he understood as far as I'm concerned. I don't think he did. I think he did to an extent. Like he tried to. You know that moment when maybe you don't really understand what the person is going through, but you just try to listen to the person and do the best you can based on what the person is saying. I feel like that was what you did for us, for me, and expectation for us. And what that meant is, number one, you had to get to church as early as, it's not 6.
Yes, I did.
Most of us get to church as early as 6. And he didn't force me to come to church as early as 6. Gosh.
6. I got to like 7.
No, but you go to get to by past 6.
Yeah, I would leave around that time. Yes,
now.
exactly.
Not only just leave for church at past 6. Neighbor, I love with the love of God. We're gonna meet in church. And I know there are some people that would never agree to that. They're like, what do you mean? What do you want them to say about me? Marry a secure man, no. Like, no, sincerely, because if you were insecure, if you were more concerned about what other people were saying, you would not have allowed me to do that.
And I think so. Can you guys still hear us?
It's saying disconnected.
If you can still hear us,
can you hear us? So don't let us talk too far. Just say we can hear. So depending when you can hear us, I'll keep dancing. We can hear. Should I continue? Okay.
Yes.
Please do what you did the other time, so that we would know by ourselves. Can you hear us? Okay. I guess they can hear us.
Yeah, perhaps it's just the video that's frozen.
That's frozen.
Sorry, I'm doing both technical work and all.
Should we continue? I think we should continue.
Yeah,
so let's just
carry on.
So
yeah, I think I was not talking.
Were you not talking?
Yes, I was.
So it was me. But continue.
No, I didn't mean to enter into what you were saying.
Continue.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I wanted to say something.
Hey, you wanted to say it. You not started saying it.
Yes.
Are you sweating?
What do you think? I'm on live
camera. I'm sorry, darling. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, so me agreeing, like me being able to come to church before you, that also is a background thing. Because growing up, my dad was very active in church. My mom, not so much. So growing up, I would see my dad go to church early on. Like he would go early on in the day. But we the kids would be at home with mommy. She will, eat breakfast, all of that before we now go to church to meet dad. So getting married and then seeing such a thing repeat itself, I just said, it's okay. What is there? Jay, we are both Christian. Nothing is bad. Nothing bad is happening. Nobody's going to die. So let me go. Basically, I just replayed something from my past.
From your past.
That's really just what happened. So someone who grows up
Wow.
used to both parents going to church at the same time would find it hard accepting that his wife doesn't want to come that early because she's not used to coming early.
Okay.
So background plays a very, very
I absolutely
massive,
can you
massive role.
see us? It feels as if it's frozen. Do let us know if you can still see us. Thank you.
I think they can.
They can. Okay. Like, what you said is so profound because it wasn't so easy for you though.
Yeah.
Because you had as the people had expectations of you and you knew.
Yep.
But this guy.
Because everybody else, they were coming to church with their spouses.
Right. And I was not the only one saying I was not going to pray. God.
I was walking to church by myself.
Hey, do not be looking at it. Oh my dear, where Johnny? Did they fight with his wife? Oh, that must have been tough though.
Yeah, you think?
Must have been. Oh, sorry, darling. But yeah. And not only that, I also like the fact that I remember there were many times when people would come. People were never coming to me. People would come and meet you to say they want me to be a part of something, to maybe be a part of the organizing committee for one program or the other, and you will say no before they even talk to me. Like you would have said the no on my behalf. Like they don't even come to me, and then he will now come to me and say, sister, this even said. Sister, this even said
she wants you to be part of.
She wants you to be part of this, and I said no, you will not be available.
Like I beg, don't turn both of us to.
Oh my God.
One person is enough. I'm working for both of us.
Right. But that was so cool because I felt so protected. I think you checked the YouTube the other day.
Okay.
Like I felt so protected, sincerely. Like there's sometimes I will not be saying, but I can't do it. I'm available now. No problem. So thank you for protecting me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No, really, thank you for protecting me. That was a really good one. And one major reason why I didn't want to go that route was because I didn't want a situation whereby we are just starting our family and then the two of us are so invested in church at the expense of family. I didn't want that. I wanted to create a balance. Like I practically just entered the union. I never even know the balance. When I want drag me, go where my husband dey. Will not tilt like this.
Thank God you started with, it was not my church. Because if it was my church, maybe they gave us as wedding gift. What you be saying now, you will not say it.
If you're the pastor of the church, Abi,
you will not say it.
It's easy to talk when you're not in a situation, but to be honest,
we are talking from our own situation.
To be honest,
situations are different.
Even if you were the pastor of the church, I would have delegated some things.
That's where leadership would come.
Yes,
but then it also depends on the size of the church,
bro. Person go do. Hey, wait, lights not off.
No, not light not off.
Which is this one?
I don't know. Just leave it. Let's continue.
Can you people see us?
No, they can now. Never dark.
You never dark appreciate that. Okay. And you're saying something, Jerry.
I don't forget this.
You see, if I can ask you, we delegate it.
It depends on the size of the church. Yes, now there are many factors. There would always
be somebody that would do.
But again, as I said, personality also plays a role.
But we bless God.
If I married someone like me, the story will be different, right? But I didn't marry someone like me. I married someone that is you. So that's why.
You? What does you mean?
No, we have our opposites now.
No.
I'm more compliant.
Okay, then I am what?
Are you compliant?
I am. Very.
Give me examples.
I obey you. What do you mean? You know what easy? It takes submission is easy. I'll obey you, Joe. Yeah, I'm compliant. But yeah, that was a major shock for me. And I never imagined. So I was already a marriage counselor before I even got married. Do you get? I had already worked out every area, at least as far as marriage was concerned. I had check. Okay, this one, okay, we are good, I'm good. I did not imagine that changing church because of marriage would really, really affect me the way it did. Like, it took me a long time to blend in. It took me a very long time to find my tribe, but I am glad eventually I did. I think I should also balance
and
it that
they
way.
helped you integrate. I mean, those
Hey,
those
shout
those
out to
two and Wumi,
Teju.
you know,
Shout out to Wumi too.
yeah,
Thank
they helped
you.
you integrate.
Yeah.
So that made it kind of easy
Yeah, you're right.
for you.
Yeah, right.
So,
And I also think that you are not
and now your friend talking now.
that I am not what
I
I
don't
am
think
not compliant. Jesus Ewa. You will not say this again. No. What do you mean? No, but and what you just said just makes me really appreciate church members who go all out for new members.
Yeah.
Sincerely, you don't know what you are doing. Like, you don't know the depth of what you are doing, because it is not everybody that blends into a new situation easily. There are some of us that when we enter a new environment, we're just checking, we're just observing, we're just studying. Like, we really don't, we are not everywhere. Do you get? So please, I think that's also a lesson for me now that I am saying it to myself, that when a new person comes in, especially when you see that they are now members,
someone is always responsible for that new person staying.
Yes.
There's always someone or a group of people responsible for that person.
So I should also make it a deliberate attempt to make people feel welcome. Like, we love you. Because I remember the day when I entered the church, Teju will come and meet me. It's so good to see you. And I'm like, hello, ma, Nekeni. But it really, really
I wonder why they fell in love with you, though.
Do you know why? If you love me.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, give them.
So, do you know what it means to be married to this king? Keep on. Well, yeah, that's it. Moving on.
How when I eventually understood culture shock was when both of us carried ourselves and moved to another church.
When the Lord led us into another church.
Sorry. That's
the Lord part is very important. The Lord part is very important.
So I struggled with the transition for like 2 years. I was like, because I knew it was time to make that transition. But then after going through the season I had to go through, it was time for us to move. And so we moved, and everything was bang bang bang. Like, the doctrines were different. The way the culture was different. The way of life, like many things were just different.
Yeah.
The way you pray was different. The way they preach was different.
Yeah.
The way they greet you was different.
Yeah.
Even the way they work, like the workforce, was different.
Was completely different.
I was like, oh, I get it now.
Like, do you know when we are coming back from church, most of like, did you notice this? I'm like, yes. You will see the shock on his face. Hey, like, say Rain won't follow.
No, it's falling. No.
Okay, Rain, they fall. You see the shock on his face, and I'm like, now you get it, right? And you go, you say, yes, I get it. So I think what that just tells me again is, forget, no matter how you say you understand, until you are in the person's
you have
shoes,
to experience it before.
You won't get it.
You have to experience it before
you have to get it.
And
relate. For people who are jackpying, especially for people that the husband is abroad and the wife is coming to meet them, I just want to beg you sincerely, if she complains to you, don't overlook it. In fact, it's not even just abroad, even within Nigeria,
changing location,
don't dismiss it because you don't understand it. Because it's very easy to say, what's your own say? Why are you doing as if you're not even born again? Is it not prayer we are praying? No, it's not just prayers. So imagine someone coming from a denomination where they probably don't even pray in the name of Jesus, for instance. And then they now come into a place where they are speaking in tongues.
It's a massive shift. And
Yeah,
that it's a massive shift, and the person has to literally transition with the help of
exactly. With the
Holy
help of
Spirit.
God. And that's a lot
It's a
of
massive
work.
shift.
It's a lot. It's not easy. I feel like I'm talking to men now. Listen to her. She's complaining. It is real. It is coming from a place. Don't dismiss it. And another thing I teach as a marriage counselor is when it comes to you're smiling. Coach, yeah, I went to school.
Shey.
Another thing I teach as a marriage counselor is that even though they
That
say he's about to cry,
yeah.
even though they say marry someone, you can maybe just pet him
Carry on,
while I
carry on.
continue. Even though they say marry someone that you share the same belief system with, many of us think, oh, as long as I'm a Christian, he's a Christian, that's fine. No, that's just part one. The part two is to be sure that your doctrinal values align, or at least you people are willing to make it match.
Yeah.
Because if you are thinking, oh, this is how I pray, this is how I must continue to pray, and the other party says, no, this is how it must be done, you people have clashes. By the way, when we got married, our devotion, you got it. Me, I love to pray. Like, prayers is my strong point. He loves to sing.
If
And
I
then,
ask her to sing, oh boy.
no cast me now, no cast me.
So we have to assume rules. Okay, no, I will do the praise and worship. you you do you start the prayer.
Excuse me. Like, we honestly had to agree on that. Because if you tell me to sing, I will start from the middle, my dear.
In the middle, you not say, how do we start that song?
What's the next lyric?
What's the next- So
So marriage is truly hard work. Marriage is truly a lot, but marriage is doable.
yeah.
Marriage is really, really doable.
Sorry, we
Okay.
have a special guest here, so I mean,
I,
it just has to show.
I think it's important for us to wrap up now
Yeah,
before this young man will
it
change
changes
it
it.
for us.
Yeah.
He's already
Yeah.
talking. So what's the summary? If you have to summarize everything, what would you say?
Um, let love rule, because
Mm,
love is very important. You need to be in the other person's shoes, have some empathy, try and understand. Now, you might not be able to understand fully,
yeah,
and for the other person to expect that you understand fully too would be self deception,
yeah, right.
really,
Yeah,
right? But just understand that the other person's emotions, like your spouse's emotions,
yeah,
is valid.
it's valid.
So once you accept that it is valid, it's easy to accommodate some things, and also being teachable. And then people pleasing is a very, very big deal, because
Mm,
when you are hell bent on pleasing other people at the expense of your
mm,
spouse,
mhm.
causes problem too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you were headed with that people pleasing. Please say it again. Hey, Otiwo.
It came in the spur of the
Hey,
moment.
yeah,
It's a rem I just dropped.
But that's so true. Like, no, my God. Oh, deep. See, your spouse is the most important person as far as your ecosystem is concerned. After God, yeah. Don't place people above your partner. Don't place pleasing people above your partner. If your partner is complaining, listen to what your partner is saying. You can take him so that I wrap up if that works for you. Because
Okay, doesn't look good. Carry on.
do you get? Don't place pleasing people above your partner. Above all, whether you're up nepa,
It's not the
whether you understand or
guy. You just showed yourself your
I
entire
am
background, your entire
Nigerian.
upbringing.
I am Nigerian. Duh. If you don't understand what up nepa means, Google it, baby. So whether you understand or not, just believe what your partner is feeling. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just believe it and find ways to help them. Even if it is unconventional,
Mm.
find ways to help them. Because at the end of the day, your partner is all you've got.
Wow.
Is that deep? It's not true.
No, I'm like, wow.
Ṣé irọ́ ni?
Like, when?
Ṣé irọ́ ni?
I don't know.
O lè challenge ẹ na.
No,
Am
why
I
am
not
I
all
trying?
you've got?
I
I
have
am
God.
No, even after God now,
Okay,
I am still not all you've got.
I know, You cannot say all.
Okay,
There's
yes.
God.
No, but after God will come.
Okay,
Okay,
hey,
I'm still
wait.
not all you've got.
Yeah, no,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
all
yeah.
I
So
got.
what? No. Yeah, tell me. So correct it for me now. What should it be?
It's fine, it's fine.
After your partner is your ride or ride. I should die me back.
There's no die, I beg.
Okay, fam.
It remains
We
work. We
love
don't even talk
you.
about work, sef. We would,
Okay, about
we,
work.
we,
Talk
we
about it.
would
Talk
do.
about it.
I
No,
mean,
talk about. Let's finish it now. Let's talk about work, please.
I think the angle for work is work from home,
Uh
for
huh.
example. So we both work from home. Now imagine a scenario where
Sorry, before you continue, guys, are you still here? I am not seeing any comments. Come, people should not do this
no,
to
they
me.
are thinking, the thing is hitting them.
Are you
So
sure? Please just type something. I will funny for funny. Let us. Okay, please
uh,
continue.
yeah. So I think I lost my line.
You're talking about work from home.
Yeah. So there's also culture shock with respect to work as
Sure.
well. So
Sure.
now we both work from home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of, would I say, easy
Mm-hmm.
because, for example, I grew up with a dad who worked from home,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's easy for me to accept, okay, my wife can work from home. But there are people who they don't understand that aspect. Like, what are you doing at home?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
go to the office. Why are you not going to? And the woman is like, I've been doing this before I got married.
Mm.
But the guy doesn't understand what
Mm.
it's like. I go to the office. What are you doing
What
at
are
home?
you
You're not doing
doing?
anything.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. So they really don't
But I,
understand
I
that
have I
aspect.
have a, I have a perspective to this work from home thing,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Because before we got married, you had always been working from home.
yeah.
You didn't have a wife,
No, I didn't.
and then you now got married,
Uh-huh.
and Esther was always in your face.
Ah, any small thing. But what do you think? Oh my God, I'm working. I'm working.
You know that when we were cutting, I used to call you, like I call you so frequently,
Yeah.
and then you'd be like, sorry, can I call you
I'll
back
use my
later?
official voice
Use
for
your
you.
official voice. Do you want to use it? I will know. Okay, busy, busy. We now got married. My husband is just, I can see his office, the door is open, and then me, I'm probably on my laptop, and I'm like, hey, do you know what I just saw now? And he's looking at me like, yo, to do. So how did you eventually transition through that?
No, you had conversations now. So
Uh-huh.
okay, you sometimes you now come to like now. What happens? You come to ask me, are you busy?
Yes.
And we sometimes if
But
you're,
you
if
caught
you're,
me one day.
no, before. Why won't I cut you on? I don't understand. I know. Why would I cut you on?
How about just look at me and say, Esther, not now. Abi, can we talk about this
I
later?
use my bars.
Baz, Esther, can we talk about this
No.
later? I'll not lie, pain me initially. Pain me, but at a point I said, Esther, she will not own she you don't have work. You don't have work. You to go and do your work. God.
So
Marriage is
yeah,
beautiful.
so it's a very very big deal. And then there's a scenario where maybe the man was working before, he used to go out, come back, or the wife was working before. Then you get married, and then you give birth. And then the wife or the husband is like, I can no longer go to the office again, so let me just work from home. That's in itself. So it's like, what are you doing?
Is when, especially when the other party expects that because you are working from home, you should do all
You
the
should
house
do
chores.
all the house chores. House chores. You.
It's one, no.
Hey,
Like you just expect that because you're working from home, you should do all the house chores. But no, they work like that. They work like that. So let's try and summarize this thing. This guy is giving us red card. He's wearing red.
it's like I will soon scream.
Let's summarize it. I think the summary is really let love lead.
Yeah.
If you're getting married, just try to understand your partner and believe them. Place what they are saying. Like make it something worthy of being motivated. Work. The English you didn't connect.
Just change it. Just start again.
I'm coming. What I want to say. What I want to say is respect your partner.
Yeah.
Respect your partner's feelings and let love lead. Don't let me talk again. Come on, thank you so much.
Teachable. I think
And be
it's still
teachable and be
embedded.
kind. And be kind. Awesome. Thank you so much, fam. Please share this video. Share it. Share it. Let's spread the word. We are doing a great work here, and we know we are going to bless millions of people all over the world.
Yeah.
So Solarin signing out. Please visit my website if you want to book session. I want to buy car for this guy for birthday.
Yeah, I'll
brand
drive
new
it.
car. So visit www.imolecounseling.com. We love you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah. Odabo, Odabo, Odabo. Yeah.